Welcome back everybody to Elder Scrolls Online. This is episode 74 and I believe we're about to head into a dungeon. The Bearclaw Delve. Let me just check my map. It's been a little while. No, we've finished that dungeon. Rightio, which means I am about... It's been a couple of days since I played this character. Alrighty. So it looks like we've got everything completed here except for that Storm Haven Public Dungeon Bone Snap, which we're not going into yet because we're not quite there. That's for a prologue quest. We're going to ignore that for the moment. Yeah, we're not hunting. We've got two bosses here. We've got this one, Scragg's Larder, and the Abandoned Farm. I have two more. Okay, maybe we have not been into Bearclaw. Delve deep within the Bear's Claw. Right, we are going into Bearclaw Mine. I'm not sure why it says I've done it. Maybe I've defeated the boss in there. Let's go. It should also tell me on the map if I hover over it. The skyshard status is undiscovered. Right. Into the Bearclaw. I know. Take a couple of days away and it's like you lose where you're going to be. Wow, look at these guys. Grab the scrolls and grab the barrels. Search the crates. Head on down into here. Let's go. Search that barrel. There probably won't be a lot left. I think those guys may have just done a run through. So if we find anything at all, we're going to be doing well. Except most people don't do a grocery run. This is going to be a grocery run as well, just to get things cracking. Alrighty. Hubert looks like he needs some assistance. This will be a dead end because we'll have to defeat the boss first. That's right, we have been in here. So why do I not have the skyshard? Was this the one where I looked at the skyshard and just completely ignored it? Yeah, this would be that one. I was going back over the videos and I'm like watching myself stand in front of a skyshard going, I'm not sure what else I'm supposed to be doing. It's like, well, you know, picking that up would have been a good idea. Oh dear, I must have been having a day of it. Mushrooms, bird, ow, someone beat you in the back of the head. Man, I do not like mages. Or big guys with swords. Little guys with swords either, actually. They all tend to be sticking them where they shouldn't. Girls with swords, not much better. There we go. Alright, we'll just deal with those.
I thought I'd never escape.
Oh, you're welcome. Man, I'm glad he didn't appear earlier. I might have, you know, beaten him up by mistake. Trust you to go die somewhere separate. Good bear. Get that archer before the archer gets me. Grab that. Mercury and tar. I know, and then stand in front of the thing I'm trying to get to. I swear, my bear is a cat in disguise. I mean, those beetles just break it, right? That was fish. I don't know how long that's been in here. It's possibly not safe to eat it. There. Now there's our skyshard. We're just going to toddle in here. And seeing as we've beaten the dungeon boss once, we'll grab that and run, I think. Or we could just go beat the boss again. There's a chest over there. No, you cannot keep that. That chest will be mine, maybe. There does look like there's an adventure in here I've completely missed as well. Nice. Grab that. And there's a book. Man, how many other things did I miss the last time I was in here? Don't answer that question. Rightio. We're going to have to, I think we're going to just have to go through and do it. Do all the things. Properly this time, instead of, you know, halfway. I thought I saw someone running up behind me, and I ignored them. It is my fault. That guy's not silly. He's not leaving until he knows he's free. You're welcome. Alrighty. Where are we at? Maybe it was an adventurer I saw running past me. That's okay. We'll just deal with this one. There we go. So nice of them to leave the monsters all for me. Oh, I know. We're just not at that. I have a steadfast footing thing. Bear, you couldn't have done that quicker.
I can hardly believe it. I'm free.
You're welcome. I know, they're so happy. It's not a bad way to start the day, actually, making pixelated people happy. What? Didn't I open that barrel quietly enough? There we go. Grab that. Grab this. Grab this. Grab this. That. So this is our last dungeon we were doing in this region until we hit level 50. Then we'll come back and we'll deal with the public dungeons. Like I said, I probably could take it on and survive it, but yeah, it's fine. There, I must have got the brace in properly this time. Well, you're welcome to. Go on, go live life. Don't get caught by any more bandits. Find a wife, have children, make a family. I don't know. Relationship advice for the pixelated. Oh man. I know, as I stepped over that, I'm like, is that a bear trap? It wasn't. If it had been, I would have known about it. What? You don't like me stealing your stuff? Funny that. I'm gonna get arrowed to death again. Because I'm not watching what I'm doing. Oh, they respawned that quickly. Wow. Okay. Leave the bear alone.
Free at last.
Good. Now go away before you get caught again, you dopey beggar. No, maybe I have not done this dungeon with this character. It seems very unlike me to have left all these notes. Unless... oh, I don't know. Man, I was so distracted then. If I did. Oh, really? Look, stop summoning whatever evil kitsch you're after. Oh, this is the boss. Okay, I don't remember beating her up before. Let me get some beetles, little brutality, maybe a 5, whatever 5 is. That's right, that's flies. I was doing what most people are doing at this point, which is learning how to play an Arcanist a couple of days back. So, yeah, so my head's not quite in this character at the moment. I know, some of these barrels up the back are very easy to miss, especially if you're doing singles. Alright, now we really have beaten a boss in this dungeon, and we know we have. No, okay, this is not the dungeon I thought it was. I will have that though. What level of lock was this? Intermediate, judging by the way, the speed at which the little bar underneath is going down. Hubert, you're dead, mate. Oops. Started next of kin. Talk to Hubert.
They're all gone.
What happened?
We came to mine, got trapped by bears. Eventually we ran out of food and my whole family perished.
Oh. Oh, goodness. Okay, that's right. The new provisioning options are in. We don't have to gut our fish one at a time anymore. I clearly played a little bit with Rosalor, and Rosalor as in not my other game character. I know, I've gotten into a habit of calling my first characters in most games Rosalor now. I have to get out of it, I think. Crap this. Okay. So we've beaten the big bad. Oh, did I just... Yeah, I thought I heard an angry man. I mean, I could probably do things with it. There we go. Right. Oh, really? Bear? Bear, did you do... I know. Let's just deal with this one. He will die gruesomely in the background there. There we go. All right. 2 sky shards out of 3. It's probably time for us to leave, unless that's someone who needs a bit of a hand.
I thought I'd never escape.
No, they look fine. All right. And I want to wedge... go this way. Oops, Octavia hasn't respawned. I would feel bad, except that has happened so many times to me. You just get used to it. You just wait for it to respawn. Beat up all the bandits again for having their leader not be there. It's like crazy game. She'll be back. Or they've killed her recently, one of the two. Alright, that is the last delve and the second to last sky shard gathered. Am I going the right way? Wow, pretty. I think we're going the right way. Looks... yeah. Alright. So, we have a couple of things we can do. Like, the Psijic portals aren't done yet. Or we can just continue with our story. And the story... I'm not sure he's going to leave me alone. He might. Let's have a quick look at our map. Oh no, that's what we need to do. We need to grab these 2 digs and get them done. So we might do that. Looks like I'm going to hang a very sharp hollow bear. You are not my bear. You are bear meat. Yum yum yum. I know. I'd be mad at them, but I mean I was handling it, so why would you stop? I'll grab this high iron ore. There's another bear. We could wake that bear up. Besides, if they've been watching me, they'll know I'm picking fights on purpose. Not that they would. I mean, why? Anyway, la la la. Let's go. I know. Alright, so what we're doing is we're going for that one, through that fence there. That looks promising. Alright, usual thing with digs. We're not quite in the site yet. We'll know when we are. Usual thing with digs, the dig site itself is usually somewhere where there are no mobs. However, I wonder if he's about to respawn. I know, I'm not a chicken, you're a chicken. Okay. Yeah, but getting to the no mob dig site usually takes you through mobs. Bear, look, I'm sure we'll find a thing for you to pick on soon enough. Rune stones. Yeah, we definitely want to get the Psijic up and running because I want to start encountering Psijic portals. Alright, so we might do that in between now and going to Raven's Watch. I think those adventurers may have been through here recently. And besides, ogres are worth a ton of XP. Hang on, are we in the... Yes, we are in. Let me just go to my queue. See where the little glowy thing tells us to be. Go in the direction of... I'm curious to see if I can reach it without biting everything on the block. Oh yeah. Out of luck. I think it may be up there actually. Look. Bad bear. Leave my good bear alone. And besides, we're trying to get to level 50, so we shouldn't be avoiding all the XP. Ooh, stinkhorn. You never know when a little bit of stinkhorn comes in handy. Okay. Those alchemy writs. You know what? I can't help it. We just have to annoy these guys really chronically. Some brutality, some flies for you, some flies for you. Have a little bit of whatever this is. I know that Betty Netch is like, you might be 10 times my size, but I'll have ya. Okay, Betty Netch, calm the farm. Hello, sorry to interrupt dinner. Actually, I'm not, but anyway. You know, there's like a champion points thing that lets you avoid. Oh no. Did I did. Give me a minute. Boop. I must have hit the little buttony thing next to... You know what? Ah, no, I don't want that. I want... Stop it. Oh, what did I just... How do I get rid of that? That's going to be annoying. I know, I hit tab. I got distracted. Hit the wrong button. Now I have a purple thing on my screen, but that's okay. We've killed the monster wearing it, so it should be all gone now. Alright. Up there. Alrighty. Brutality. Flies for you. Flies for your big friend over there. Where is my smaller friend? I know. Come on, Tamrain. You cannot possibly be scared of ogres. They're only like 5 times your size. I think my bear cocked it after beating up that other ogre. Or trying to beat up that other ogre. I know. Not quite sure what happened to my flies. Never mind. Okay. Q. Little glowy ball of joy says go this way. Alright, little glowy ball of joy, let's go. You reckon? This way, are you sure? Ah, of course you're sure. You're a little glowy ball of I'm connected to dig sites. There we go. Okay, let's go. Orange. Red. Okay, now we know where it is. We're good. It's just a logical search pattern. Alright. And we'll go A, because that thing is charged, and dig down. Then we'll go W. And then A, and then W. Ooh, there we go. We found a cast iron toothed spoon. Yes. How many more of these antique maps do we need to find? I think we need to find one more, don't we? Yeah, Gabrielle Benelay, her comments. So you get these 3 comments. This is an orcish map. Hard to believe it's real. Hardly anything from the time of First Orsinium survived the war that broke it. The map outlines the territory claimed around the Bajulce River. There's a settlement marked Golkar. Wasn't that the name of the Orc King from the 30-year siege? I'd read that he'd invaded Stormhaven and blockaded Wayrest trade lanes. There wasn't any mention of an Orc settlement. Was Golkar an early casualty of the war? And then, of course, we'll dig it up one more time and get the third thing, but we won't do that right now unless we find a merchant. Right now we'll go into Scribble, current zone. I know, how far off are we on that? I have 3 skill points. What? Alright, well. Scrying. And I say, that's right, I'm saving my skill points because I need to increase my antiquarian insight, and I need to do that with another 7 successful digs. Rightio. So what we might do is go M. It's much of a muchness, really, as to what we run through. I might go with this one. We'll just recall to that. Drag my bear through the ether with me. Actually, I didn't see this. And to cancel that, I right-clicked. So why do I pick locks? It's it increases my leisure domain every time, but it also gives me stuff. Alrighty. I'm just going to grab this. I know there's an ogre on the other side of that. Is that a thieves' trove? That blue light over there might be a thieves' trove. Okay, we so have to go check it out. Where'd I see it? Let's try that again. Okay, I see it. It's that pile of rocks there. Alright. I know, I'm not trying to pick a fight with all the monsters. Let's just have a quick look at that. Lockpicks, roguish stealth draft. Alright, we can go sell those to a fence. Let's go with our map, and we'll go down to here. Boop. This talk to Tammy and Salon at Crosswich Inn is driving me crazy too, because I should have done that before I left Glenumbra. Alrighty, we'll follow the little eye in the centre of our thing. What is that? Oh no, we are so not. I know, this is like goodbye to this region. I feel a little bit sad. I always feel a bit sad when I leave them too, the regions. Oh no, they are hostile. Oops. Okay. What? Oh, really? Hostile crabs? Get out of it. Save my bear. I know, he's clearly not very good at avoiding fights. Why the crab blamed me for that, I'm not sure. Let's go in between these two. Bear, keep running. Grab the columbine. Oh, didn't quite get there. All right. You're going to hang around? You are going to hang around. Sometimes they're like that other one, they'll just run away, but this time, clearly, running away is not in his vocabulary. Radio. Got that. I know, we are going to try and leave Stormhaven this episode, promise. Oh man, let's go. Ah, that was my beetle. That was a beetle. Okay. I know, I don't need beetle scuttle that badly. Bear, will you move your furry patootie this way? There it is. Alright, let's see if we've got enemies coming. No enemies coming. More than we do. Oh, fiddlesticks. Well, if the bear doesn't keep them occupied, it'll pull me out of this very quickly. Ow. Alright, we know where it is. W. A. W. A. Alrighty. We did not get another lead. Usually, if you're going to get your blue leads, they'll be in there. Radio. Okay, now map. We want to be up here so we can just follow this bridge up into Stormhaven, but we're still missing a couple of books. That's fine. What I want is J. I want my quest journal. I would like my guild. Psijics Calling. We need to go find the Augur of the Obscure. Let's find where that is on the map. Yeah, so I need to go here. Alright, well, I could... Where's my nearest way shrine? Oh, you know what? No, okay, I'm just going to mine this before we leave. I know, more money than sense, right? M. No, J. Psijics Calling. Find it on the map. Come out one pace. Go to here. Hit confirm. Try not to cry over the gold. So we're going to go get the Augur. Then we're probably going to head back to Artaeum, and go now. We're trying not to do too much in this area. There is a dungeon over this way, which means there's probably a skyshard in it.
Ahoy, traveler!
I'm going to help her another time. The quest in passing. Ugh. Alright, usually what I do is I take the quests and do them all together, but today I just wish to get this part. Alright, he may have dealt with all of the scavengers, maybe. Scavengers, salamanders. This cave is normally chock full of them. That sounded like something. Alrighty. Yeah. Bridge of the head, vitality, supplies. Alrighty. I know, we will come and do this dungeon properly another day, but not today. What I might do, however, is... yeah, let's not wake him up. Hopefully the bear did not pick a fight with that thing. Where is it? It is this way. Yeah, I should have picked that quest up. I'm regretting it now. Alrighty.
Fond of winged snakes and soggy chests.
I can hear him. And this is why you don't run past all the monsters in a dungeon. Because they don't like it. Bear slap. Brutality. Flies. Zap it. Drink your potion. Oh, good bear. Did you do that? Oh, no, you did not deal with that one all on your own. Let me help you with that. Okay. Of course you're here.
Ah, fleshy, thick-thumbed biped. Hello. You're an elf, right? Or is it a man? I'm sorry. I have some difficulty telling you people apart. You're much less blue than the others. In color, I mean, not disposition. Anyway, what can I do for you?
Your caretaker, Josajay, sent me. I need your help to find some time breaches in Summerset.
Josiah. Wait, you're talking about that jittery mage I tricked into freeing me, right? Oh, she's a delight. I had hoped for a longer holiday. Can only manage a leap like this once a century after all. I will.
If I take you out of that box, will you help me find these time breaches?
I'm actually quite comfortable here, mate. Cozy accommodations, the transliminal tones of the ocean waves, gangly meat brains to mock. But I guess I should be going. These elves plan to sell me. Can you imagine? I'll help you. On one condition.
What's the condition?
When we're done sewing up these chronosymphonic when we're done sewing up these time breaches, you'll let me wander the Mundus in peace. No more dim-witted Psijics peppering me with questions. No more dusty shells. We have a deal?
I'll discuss it with Lawmaster Celeris. No problem. No promises.
Right. So, should we get going, or...?
Oh, I have a few questions.
Of course you do. Everyone asks questions, and I have all the answers.
Oh dear.
Fair warning. Be specific. I'm bound to tell the truth, but the truth can be a little... slippery. You know what I mean?
What are you exactly?
I'm a traveler like you. Except... well, nothing like you, to be honest. No offense. I'm what you might call an aspect, eh? Like an idea's shadow. Don't make a face, I'm telling you the truth. Not my fault your language is so crude.
Why are you stuck in a crystal
I'm
skull?
not in the skull. I am the skull. At least here on Nern. Over in the adjacent place, I'm shaped like a throw pillow. Imagine that. You look confused. It's just a trick of the light, mate. The skull's what you might call a manifestation.
A manifestation of...
Of me? Ah, this is just sad. Try this. Imagine a soul gem. Got it?
Uh-huh.
Now imagine that the soul in the gem is also the gem itself.
Uh-huh.
Weird, right? Ha! Mime and a head explosion. You can't see it because I haven't got any arms, but it's happening.
You said you're bound to tell the
I
truth.
am one of the unfortunate quirks of the Psijic binding ritual that brought me here. I'm free to lie as much as I like, unless you, or anyone else for that matter, ask me a direct question. Cheap trick if you ask me.
The Psijics bound you here?
They did, a bit. I'm certain I could break out if I really put my mind to it. I don't blame them, honestly. If I was in their position, bobbing along like a little lost acorn in an ocean of knowledge, I'd want to trap me too.
Well, you did just escape Artaeum.
I guess, but instantaneous translocation's not like a Sundas scroll. The veil here in Mundus is all thick and sticky, you know? Like I said before, I think I'm grounded for the foreseeable future. Oh well.
Why did the Psijics go the trouble of binding you in the first place? Are you really that smart? Are you done?
I am. I had no idea you were so funny. We're gonna have a really good time, you and I.
Oh no.
Yes, in answer to your direct question, I do know a lot, and by a lot, I mean basically everything.
Why are you called the Augur of the Obscure?
Well, an augur of the obvious wouldn't be very useful, would it? For what it's worth, I lobbied for something way more impressive. The resplendent skull of hexagonal wonders! It was forcefully vetoed. No counting for taste, I guess.
Those are just titles, though. Do you have a real name?
Of course I do. Everything has a name. Names give a thing its shape. Birds, snowflakes, tea kettles. You get the idea. I tell you mine, but you'd need about 6 more tongues and a pair of symbols to pronounce it correctly, so let's not bother.
Alright, I've heard enough. Let's get going.
So, Where to? I assume you've got a map or something? So, you know where we're going now, right? Good. Take
Maybe.
me to a time breach, and I'll help you
Okay,
spot it.
1, 2,
Huh.
3, 4.
All
Alright,
right,
why don't we see
start
where
again.
we've got, Alright, so there's one here. There's one right here though. Why don't we grab that first? So I'm just going to be really lazy and teleport my expensive way off the island, because I am lazy this way. Actually, I'm not usually this lazy. Today, what I want to do is I want to get the Psijics ball rolling. Yeah. Alrighty. We're not talking to anyone in here. We're not doing any quests. We are. Now, the star was somewhere in here. Let's just have a look at our inventory. We'll have a look at our quest items. We'll have a look at the Psijic map of Summerset. Alright, little island, inlet, just up from it. So basically take the road and veer slightly that way. So if I have a look at my map, it's about here. Okay, well, I guess we need to get out of here. Maybe. Where's my square gone? Oh, I know. He's making me dizzy. I'm going to assume he's like maybe testing his controller or something.
There you are. The Right Master sent me to find you.
Well, tell him you found me and I ran away. Alright, I need to find the gate. I don't think I'm getting down this way, right. And I'm pretty sure he won't let me shortcut through whoever's garden that is. Fine, the long way round it is then. A book. Right, I mean, yeah, I got the glow on the way past. Alright, here we go. So basically, we want to go somewhere over here. We'll just grab that while we're here. Copper for our jewellery. We want to ignore that. Use the Augur to obscure.
I don't know why you're so intent on sealing them. Linear time is so.
I never got
Just imagine,
how
you
the
could die before you were even born.
how the Augur
Wait,
works. Like, so I
that's
don't know
horrifying,
what that whole
isn't it?
glowy
Sorry.
stuff means.
Never mind.
Alright, there's our river. That's the full glory poster. That thing drives me batty. It's so distracting. Alright, there's the tiny little island out there, which means, just ignore that wolf, which means I'm either too low or I need to go up, or it's somewhere along this wait. Yeah, I need to go up into there. Alright, we got this. Bear, you're not helping. Grab that cornflower while we're here. I swear, if the bear eats this bug... Have you ever watched a dog take a beetle or something and just crunch it? You know what? I'm tired of this thing. The other thing we should be doing while we're here is seeing what we can scry in this area. Current zone available. Scry that while we're here. If it's anywhere where we're going, we'll grab it. I won't go out of my way to get it though. I'm gonna go 2. And then I guess I'll go 2 again, because we unlocked an ability That makes this so much easier. Alrighty. Okay, that's kind of sort of where we need to go. As we get closer to it, we'll do it. Alright, they look like they're fine. I'll just run past them. I know, if they were getting beaten up, I would have stopped, but they were fine. Alright, it's up here. It looks like someone else is doing time breaches as well. See all that? One down. Let's go with our eye. Psijic map of Summerset. Okay. 1, 2. Let's see if we can get to any... Well, let's just have a look at our map. That's closer. We can run to that though. So there's one... Yeah. Oh, of course, that's a good idea. It's about here. Alright, let's go. There's a skyshard as well, we might grab that on the way through. Oh no, what did I say about skyshards being fair game? Overlooking the Oleander Coast Winery. Didn't we pick that one up before? I mean, I know where that one is. That'll give us another skill point, so that when we get to spending the skill points, we should have a few. I'll just grab this one while I'm here. There are benefits to running rather than just bouncing all over the countryside. I don't have a map of Summerset skyshards up. I probably should. I have found them all, but the map makes it easier. It must be an adventurer's thing. A companion.
Enough, Silery. These mysterious deaths.
Speaking of companions and things, let's grab this. We'll have a look at our endeavours. Use ultimate abilities 4 times. Complete 2 quests. Okay. And our weekly is kill 75 dangerous foes. If we want to go out of our way to, you know, do that. We'll probably get to it anyway. Okay, there's the thing. Sorry, the way shrine that we didn't teleport to. What is that? The Eleanor Docks. You know what? We might as well just unmark that off our thing if it doesn't require an adventure. There we go. 558 experience. Okay, I thought I saw a glowy something. Okay, we're going to ignore tableau.
Oh, you're going to love this one. I'm seeing a tiny island surrounded by... It's either water or cats. Difficult to say. Let's hope it's the cats, eh?
Water or cats. Nice. Alright. So a tiny island surrounded by water or cats, and on the map it looks like one of the geysers is up. We'll ignore that for now. Yep. I ran out of the zone, so it turned off. Alright, if I'm lucky I won't get slaughterfish to pieces just crossing this tiny bit of water. Actually it's shallow, so I should be okay, theoretically. Theoretically. Tiny island surrounded by water or cats. Was that a salamander? That was a salamander. Look, there's another one. I forgot about this island. It's full of freaking salamanders. The Relenthil Abyssal Geyser discovered. Currently not running, which is good. I vaguely remember this from last time. I'm sure I've got to go this way. Yeah, there it is. Haha! Tiny island surrounded by water or cats. Boom, we got it. So that's the second time breach up on this area. Boom. Alright. Which means we might as well run for the third one. So let's grab that. Grab our Psijic map of Summerset. Looks like there's some kind of a lake. And it's just above that. So why don't we grab our map. I reckon it's about here. Yeah, we will probably get slaughterfished if we swim that, so we won't swim it. We'll just keep half an eye out for sky shards on the way. So we should now have 4 skill points. I mean, I could go up and run it. Yeah, I could go up and run across the bridge. Yeah. I could. But why would I do that? That would be efficient. Ah, let's unlock that way shrine on the way through. That would have made our life a lot easier.
We can regale the court with tales of how Paragon bravely wrestled Kevin.
For some reason it won't let me summon my bear while I'm running. Ha, funny that. Alrighty. Unlock this way shrine. Boom. Okay, let me just have a quick look around. There is another dungeon. That would be another sky shard, but we'll do dungeons another time. Hello, kitties. So yeah, if you were doing this, you might actually stop and do all of the quests on the way, but I'm trying as best I can. No, go away. I'm trying as best I can to stick to the main storyline, except where I'm adding in the extra bits and bobs that I like to do.
You know, coral's just weird sack animal bones, right? So this is a bit like a cemetery, I guess. Ugh, you do not want to know what their ghosts look like. Old cheese. I'll leave it at that.
Alright. I can hear something. It's like a vibration in my ear. Ah, there it is. Three down. Alrighty, let's find out what the next one is. So basically the reason I'm doing this is because the time breach sealing will happen in areas that we're about to travel through from here on in. So we probably do need to go back to Glenumbra to seal those time breaches next. We've done these 3. I might go for this one and then work my way down the coast. Or possibly this one. Let's have a look at our maps and see what brings us closest. That. It looks like we've got a few time breaches to, like a few way shrines to unlock. But guys, on that note, we'll just mark where I think this thing is. Huh. Let's have a look in our thing. Go here. Alright, whatever that is. So we could probably get that one on the way through, is my thought. And then we'll do this one, and then we'll teleport back to here and go down. So... I'm thinking it's probably about here, maybe. Alrighty, but guys, on that note, I am going to leave you. If you've enjoyed this episode so far, please hit like. If you want to see more, please hit subscribe. And I'm going to go find us a nice view to go out on. Look at that.
Ah, there's a breach here. Said he's a bit gaudy, eh? at least by mortal standards. Where I come from, this would be a little more than a prevy. I'm kidding, of course. Ellen P's where I come from.
Alrighty. No one pees where I come from. On that note, guys, I'll leave you. If you enjoyed it, hit like. If you want to hear more, see more, hit subscribe. I'll check you later.